So 3 weird ways to advertise your fishing charter business. Number 1, here we go, is signs. And you've probably heard me talk about it before, but whether it's yard signs or signs you're putting on a telephone pole or signs you're doing whatever with, drive-by traffic from people like going down the road and seeing your signs is like this weird thing that like you're only used to seeing, like the weird like we'll buy your house for cash type of signs like that, but it works really, really good. Like, I'm telling you, really good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have other videos about that. But the second thing is like business card Easter eggs. And I don't really have like concrete data to tell you exactly how well this works, like how I know signs work really good. But what I did for a really long time is I actually just like always carried a stack of business cards with me, and I would basically anywhere I went, I'd put these business cards around. So like whether it was bulletin boards like at other local businesses, or just like I'd go into a bathroom and like put it on top of the urinal, or like I'd be at Walmart like in the fishing section, I might just like set one down somewhere, just like oops, forgot it type of thing. And I just literally put these business cards around like Easter eggs. And yeah, I don't know exactly how well that worked, but that's just a weird way that I have done it before. Now, the third thing is something that I do know how well it worked, and that is postcards. And another thing, it's kind of weird, like, you know, you've probably never got a postcard in the mail for a fishing guide advertising their business, which is why I kind of call it a weird thing. And I'll just kind of spoil the secret for you, or surprise, I guess, rather, and say that it wasn't worth it for me. It might be worth it for you if you can figure something else out, but I did multiple batches with different, you know, designs, different pictures, different offers, different discounts, different all this stuff. And I sent thousands, actually. Like I did a batch of 5,000, I did a batch of 1,000, I did a batch of 3,000, I did a batch of like 2,500. So all in all, I sent like 10,000 postcards out. And when I first heard about this, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm just gonna absolutely murder, because I'm like doing these calculations in my head, and I'm like, oh man, like if 1% of people book, that's gonna be, you know, whatever, and it's gonna like, you know, give me all this like return on investment, because I think all in all, like postage and like the postcard included, I think I was around like the high 20s, maybe 30 cents per delivery. So yeah, like to send out the 10,000 postcards, it was like almost $3,000, I think. So yeah, I had to sell like 6 trips or whatever to break even. And I think I only ended up doing about that, maybe 5 from it. So it was kind of like one of those things where I'm like, man, like I didn't want to just break even. I was kind of like hoping to do a lot more with it. And to be honest, I can't even really tell you the reason why that it didn't work. And it still bothers me that I can't figure out the reason why it didn't work. Because I'd love to be like, oh yeah, like this is exactly why. I was just sending it to low income areas or something. But that wasn't the case. So yeah, I've kind of learned to question that sometimes things don't work, and it's that it just doesn't work. So I've found things that do work, like signs and focusing on my Google business profile and the other things. So yeah, that's just like where I put my attention. But this video wasn't necessarily to say the 3 things that work. It was just to say the 3 weird ways, which the 3 weirdest ways I've done is the postcards, like I just said, the Easter egg business cards, and the signs. And I picked those 3 just because they seem kind of like out of pocket, like weird, like you probably don't hear of them that often. So yeah, maybe that sparked a little interest or gave you some ideas for something that you can do or not do.